It's not as clean as when I first had it detailed, but it's still pretty clean. So basically I added the front splitter on the bottom. Changed the logo here to gloss black. We added a camera in the front. Wrapped the chrome here, carbon fiber, just so everything's blacked out. The wheels were originally gloss black, but I had them powder coated. And then I also had them powder coat the brake calipers to match the color of the car, which really looks nice. Had these painted instead of chrome. Tinted the side markers. Wrapped the mirrors, the door handles, and the roof gloss black. That was just done a couple weeks ago. It was carbon fiber before. Had the side kit here installed and also wrapped the rocker panels gloss black. That was just done as well a couple weeks ago. That was carbon fiber before. Switched to the new emblems, the new style emblems instead of the old ones that had a circle around them. They tended to break during when you go get your car washed. They're notorious for breaking, so I switched to the new logo. These are a little faded, but I bought new logos. I just haven't installed them yet. Same thing for this back on the Maserati. It looks like it's matte black. It just faded a little bit, so I got the new gloss black emblems, which I can either give you or I can just install them myself, whatever you prefer. Also tinted the tail lights, not the white obviously, but the red around there. Back diffuser installed, which really sets off the back. Had this chrome piece wrapped in carbon fiber. I installed the backup camera. Installed the spoiler, carbon fiber spoiler. As you can see on the inside, put some money into it. One thing you'll notice about the Maseratis on the interior is they tend to, the vinyl they use is really thin, so it tends to shrink and get a little sticky. That's what happened here. You can really see it right here. It starts to do it all over. All the Maseratis are like that. But, as you can hear on startup here. Just move it forward. Okay. So, I wrapped, these used to be wood. I wrapped that in carbon fiber. Same thing with this trim piece here. All the trim piece there is wrapped in carbon fiber, used to be wood. Same with this piece, and also in the back. All of this was just black, sticky. Got that removed, put carbon fiber everywhere. And then obviously the speedo cluster and the radio, the head unit, and the climate control was that old school from the 80s look. So I replaced it all with digital stuff. So digital speedo, and you have multiple options as far as the look you want. This is the sport look. You've got one with 2 gauges and another one that's kind of futuristic. But you can toggle depending on what you want the speedo to look like. It's pretty cool. The head unit, you got full function for CarPlay and for Android as well. And you don't have to be plugged in. This is wireless. The only downside is this software was not compatible with the controls on the steering wheel, so these controls don't work. They don't operate the radio, which I really didn't care about. I wanted more of the new tech. And the climate control is also touchscreen, so we spent some money on that. What else did we do in here? One thing I can tell you is that you'll see this flashing symbol here. I just had the parking light bulb replaced. It was out, but I guess because it's not an OEM bulb, it still thinks it's out. So the next time I was going to get an oil change, I was just going to have them pop in a OEM bulb. So nothing wrong with the car. It's not out, but it thinks it's out. I guess it's just because it's not an OEM bulb. This here, and I'm always very honest with people, point out anything that's wrong with it. This controller for your mirrors, this came loose. The clip broke inside. they did not want to take the door trim piece off, because with this vinyl shrinking on these Maserati interiors, a lot of times the door trim piece, everything is melted inside and it'll stick, and they were afraid if they removed it, they wouldn't be able to put it back on. So I've just been dealing with this loose. It still works, but it's just kind of hard to get to when it's floating around like that, just to be honest with you. Let me pop the hood. Oh, we also did all carbon fiber back here. This was all that black sticky stuff. That's all real carbon fiber back there. Pop the hood open for you. Nice Ferrari engine. Only thing I did on here, everything's stock. The sound resonator, I found a carbon fiber sound resonator, and it's a little bit bigger than the factory one. And also, it's designed, the original one, you had to cut this off and you had to replace it every time you removed it. This one here is removable, you just unscrew it. But it's a bigger sound chamber, so when you put it in sport mode, you can really hear the difference. It's not a cold air intake. There's nothing modified on the engine. It's just a bigger sound resonator. That's all. And you can hear this isn't even. That's not even in sport mode, that's just regular mode. It's one thing about these GranTurismos, everyone loves the sound of them. But that's basically it. So you got navigation. I always leave it on the split screen, but you got navigation, CarPlay. If you don't want to use CarPlay, this is the main screen here. This thing plays movies. Does a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't even gotten into it because I basically just link it up to my CarPlay and move on. But it's a really cool system. I've got the website you can go on to give you all the instructions as far as how to operate this, as well as the head unit and also the speedo. So the guy's online. He has his own YouTube videos he does. He can walk you through everything. This is where you hook up your USBs. I had them install this because the technology was a little old in this thing. So you got two places to charge your phone. And again, you do not need to hook up your phone to this in order to use CarPlay. So I always just go right in here to the CarPlay, and that's how I use it every day. But if any other questions, I'd be more than happy to answer for you. But it's a really nice car, and you put it in sport mode here, and you can hear the difference in the exhaust. So I hope you like what you see, and if you have any questions, please contact me.